Hey, I'm Jen and welcome back to my channel. So if you're like me and you're struggling to get in the steps that you needed, 10,000 steps that everybody recommends, or even 8,000 steps, just getting in more steps can be challenging. So in today's video, I'm going to break down 10 ways that I found that enabled me to easily increase my steps. So I've done other videos on time audits. I think a time audit is really important because there are so many little pockets of time that we have that we don't realize as women running around all over the place that we can utilize. Also, building awareness, just knowing that you need more steps every day, thinking about where you can get in more steps is really vital. So, the awareness is really key. I didn't realize how sedentary I was until I really started tracking my steps. So, definitely you want to track your steps either on your phone, there's the free health app, you can get that, or if you have an Apple Watch, enable your step count. Or if you have an Aura ring, you just want to be aware and start tracking, because I find that when I started tracking, when I had a goal in mind, then it enabled me to really, if I wasn't there by the middle of the day or by 4 o'clock, if I didn't hit like X amount of steps, I'm like, okay, now I have to find ways to get in these steps. First thing that I did was I changed my treadmill into a walking desk. So this was life changing for me. So I was averaging around 8,000 steps just by doing that. Totally was life changing, because when I would come home, I would quickly like hop on my phone and check my emails or something. Because if I was in facials all day, if I had client calls all day, I wasn't checking my email. And then when I would get home, I would check my email. And sometimes it takes me 45 minutes to go through all of my emails. So I would just come up here and hop on the treadmill and do that. It was like an easy switch. It was like a $40 little desk thing that I bought on Amazon that is adjustable, that fits this treadmill. So literally life changing. So that's number one. If you have a treadmill, you can easily change it into a walking desk, and you can walk really, really slowly. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I had a couple calls that I could do. So that's number two. You can do your phone calls. If you don't have to have your camera on, then do your phone calls while you're walking. So obviously it's not possible for all calls, but for certain calls, I was able to do that. And I had the speed set really, really slowly, but it doesn't matter. I got in an hour of steps that I wouldn't have gotten. I would just be sitting at my desk, just taking that call. It doesn't have to be on a treadmill. Walk around your office, take the call, but all of those steps really add up. So just know that 10 minutes, just 10 minutes is equivalent to about 1,000 steps. If you have a goal of increasing your step count, which you should, then see how many minutes that you need to get there. Or getting a walking pad. I recently got a walking pad and I put it down in like my kitchen area. So that's my third thing. Getting a walking pad. They have a million different ones that are not expensive. I'll do a whole video on the walking pad that I got. I'm actually thinking about getting another one for work. So yes, these things cost money, but I'm at the point now where I want to invest in my health. I will turn away a new pair of shoes, a new bag, actually extra dinners out with my husband. We cut back on our dinners out and started doing more dinners at home, cooking together with him or with my kids, and then putting that money into our health. That's one way. If you're struggling to find the extra money to buy these things, then just taking a few months and allocating a little bit extra money and cutting back in those extras can really help you in getting these things that you need to increase your health, which is only going to benefit both you and your family. So another thing would be to consciously make the effort to get up, say 30 minutes earlier, to get in a walk. If you can, set your alarm early. Get in the habit. It takes time, but get in the habit. Have the mindset. I've done other videos on the Becoming Her mindset. Really think about who it is you want to become, the healthier, stronger version of yourself, or whatever it is. Have that mindset, set your alarm, and just get up. Take the action to get in those extra steps. 30 minutes in the morning, that would be the next thing. Another tip would be to try and walk after each meal. So if you can, build in 10 minutes after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So eat your lunch faster. I don't know, eat your lunch and walk at the same time. I don't know, there's things that you're going to have to do to start to just build in the habits to get more steps in. Another thing, obviously, park your car farther away. I don't park super close. I'll park further away just to get in the extra steps. Another great thing you can do is multitask. So if you have a walking pad or a treadmill, then instead of just watching Netflix or scrolling on your phone, then walk and do those things. Either walk around your house, walk on a walking pad, walk on your treadmill, and watch Netflix and do these other things so that you can get in more steps. Another way to get in more steps is to walk faster. So you can, double your speed. Instead of doing 3.0 speed, do a 6.0 speed. So you're going to be getting in more steps in a faster amount of time. Another way I was able to get in more steps was on the days that I was going to the gym, I would put my water further away. So I would do a set and then go get my water. And that would equal like 1,000 to 2,000 extra steps. So shockingly, I was for myself shocked by that. But say you're not going to the gym, or say whatever, just keep your water or maybe your coffee, instead of keeping it like right here on your desk, keep it a little bit further away so that you have to just get up more frequently. Another hack would be to, obviously, if you can't get the steps in during the week or when you're working, is to then get more steps in on the days that you're off or the days that you have more flexibility in your schedule. So it's really like planning around the days that you have more time. So maybe Friday after work, Saturday and Sunday, you have more time, then build in a lot more steps on those days. Another hack would be to get your family members involved. So go for a walk with your husband at night. I had a woman that was in one of my programs, and she would always drink wine with her husband every single night after dinner. So I was like, fine, take your wine and go for a walk together. And this way you guys are doing it together and you're getting in extra steps. If you travel a lot, or if you have a weekend trip or something coming up, then you want to, as much as you can, take the stairs. Whenever I stay at hotels, I'll take the stairs versus the elevator. That's another way to get in more steps. At work, don't divert to always getting in the elevator. Take the stairs, take the extra walk, park farther away. These things really add up. So when you start to learn that the little things add up, the little steps here, the little steps there, like literally when I do facials at work and it's a facial bed and I walk around my bed during the facial, I can get 10,000 steps in my day from just doing facials and walking around the bed every hour, do the arm massage, get a few steps in. So when you build awareness to sitting less and moving more, it's going to just help you really easily increase your steps. It doesn't have to be overwhelming or a lot, just a little by little. You will see when you start tracking how you can really start to increase your steps. So every week, have a goal. If your steps are under 8,000 every single day, have a goal to get to 8,000, then see how you feel and then start increasing little by little. Remember, 5 minutes is about 500 steps. So start to increase. For me, my goal is 12 to 15,000 steps a day. And I don't beat myself up if I don't get it. Then I just think, okay, is there a day where I can get more steps in? So on average, I'm getting 12 to 15,000 steps every single day. So don't beat yourself up, build awareness, and know that you can do it. Think about who it is you want to become, the healthier, stronger version of yourself. Prioritize yourself, and you can do it. I'll see you in the next one.